Hi everyone, Sue Scott here from SPG Buyers Agents. I'm joined again today with Darren from Jim's Building Pest, and we're going to talk termites.
Termites.
So what do people really need to do before maybe they actually get a sale on their property?
Well, find out. My job is to find out what sort of termite management systems are in place, if they're current or if they're outdated. Visual inspection areas around the house. But the main thing to pick out for clients is the conducive conditions, trees, garden beds up over weep holes, trees and that over the top of gutters. Gutters all full of debris, water in the gutters. Downpipes got cracks causing damp areas right at the footings of your property. Timber, rotting timber up against as garden bed edging or retaining walls. There's more durable products out there now. Concrete, masonry.
Well, many lifetimes ago, we bought a property, and we back in Taunton, and on the surface it looked fine. We knew that, but there was a lot of vegetation around. And when we then had the building inspector down there looking at it, and I'm going back a few years now, it's 15 years or something. We realised that the property had serious termite issues, and everyone said to us, "Well, why the hell do you want to buy it?" And we said, "Look, the owners have been sensible and practical. They know they can't do anything with it, and we've had an estimate to rectify it. An old house, so we knew we had to drill it and get whatever."
You're not going to know exactly till you do an invasive inspection. You start ripping out walls, and then you see it's only studs and
exactly. And then we were renovating it, so when we pulled it all out,
you saw the extent of the damage.
My goodness me! And it was all basically in the bathroom. That's where it really was.
Moisture.
It was moisture, and also they had everything climbing up it. And ferns and
it's amazing what sort of damage they can do. A colony of termites.
But it hadn't affected the actual building as such. It was just what had happened, and I think we all learn from having something like that could be
waterproofing issue, membrane issue, leaking taps.
I mean, look, if
be dripping over a long time.
That's right. I mean, if we hadn't have known about it, we probably wouldn't have done anything. But a little tip, guys: if you do have a building pest inspection, and it comes up that you actually do have an issue with termites, don't disregard it. It can be dealt with. I know it might be scary to some, but it can be dealt with. So you just have to work out, do you want this property? Is it where you want to be? If it's an investment, is it going to be a long-term investment and you're going to do work on it anyway? So just think about it. And then, as we did, we went back to the agent and said, "Look, this is the report. We're quite happy to show it to you." And he said, "Well, what do you need?" And we said, "Well, we know how much it's going to cost, but there's going to be other issues we've got to do." And look, I think we got something, I can't remember now, I think something like $30,000 off or something. Absolutely. And to be fair, and unfortunately the people we bought it off are no longer with us, they've passed. But really, it cost us about $5,000 or $6,000 to get it then.
And that could be just from a little silicon issue or grouting issue, a cracked tile in the bathroom. That's why I always check with moisture meters to the adjoining walls, wardrobes, skirtings, walls, make sure that inside the showers, make sure that that's because the water issue is
exactly. So look,
can cause a lot of damage.
Don't just say, "Oh, I don't want to buy that house. It's got termites." Just consider it. Speak to the agent that you're purchasing off of, or obviously speak to us, and probably Darren would have found it anyway. So we would know approximately what that kind of work would cost to do it. But please don't discount it. It's not the end of the world, but it's something that will have to be addressed. So thanks, Darren.
It's very important to pick it up, though.
Oh, absolutely. And that's right.
And that's my job.
That's right. And without having a proper building and pest inspection, then, you just won't know. So we really go back to what we said earlier on.
Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Get rid of conducive conditions. Simple things.
Just get your rake and put it away. Get rid of it. Dig it up from around the walls, and hopefully that will give you a better opportunity not to have termites in your home. So
very well said. Thanks, Sue.
I'll take the money later. Thanks, Darren. See you now. Bye.